We got outplayed, and tip your cap to the Beavers. You know what you do when things don't go your way. Friday night, you get up off the deck and do something about it. I thought they were extremely good. You know, Conforto's home run the other way was a good pitch, and when a guy can hit an opposite field home run in this ballpark, didn't sneak up on me. I know he's pretty good, but I thought Barnes hit a pretty good pitch as well. You know, and that kind of got them going. And unfortunately, Darryl didn't make enough good pitches, and their little second baseman's a scrappy little guy. He had a wide variety of pitches and locations, and kept innings going and set table. And I thought they were really, really good offensively, and you know, and then it got a little out of hand at the end. But Andrew Moore, as we knew, is as advertised. He was spectacular.
What stood out about him to you?
Pardon me?
What stood out to you about Moore's
command with 3 pitches, and he didn't make many mistakes. And you know, even their philosophy versus ours of there was a spot there where Healy came up and a guy at second, and they elected to pitch around him, and he didn't throw him any strikes, probably intentionally, and did a nice job. You know, freshman versus one of the guys in the league, you go, he's not going to beat us. So he was spectacular.
George, significance tomorrow where you either come out tied or 2 behind with 3 left?
I mean, very obviously, it's a huge day for a series, Civil War, Pac-12. You know, certainly the team that wins tomorrow's game's in the driver's seat with 3 more to play against Utah and Washington State. I guess that's who they play. So, you know, it'll have a super regional feel. You know, that's what I'm going to talk about. It's 2 super regional type, maybe national seeds. They had their way with us today, and we got one yesterday, and it'll be, I would imagine our guys are going to go after it like it's an opportunity to go to Omaha. And the other side of that is I'm sure they will too.
Baseball, more than any other sport, it seems like there's always tomorrow, and it's a quick turnaround. Is there anything that you really have to say to these guys?
No, kind of lick our wounds and stuff, and I know my Warriors will be disappointed with the way they played, but it is baseball, and the real silver lining is an opportunity to come back. If this was a devastating loss on Sunday and we had to wait a few days to play, that's a different emotion. And I like the fact that we're going to be right back here early in the morning at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning.
When you were recruiting Andrew Moore, did you think you'd be this good this early as a
I liked him. Coach Checkett started the recruiting process before he moved on, and we spent a lot of time with him. And I think his brother being there was a significant thing for Andrew. And they were classy all the way. There was no shenanigans. It was head-to-head. In fact, I was on vacation when he finally broke the news to me that he decided to be a Beaver. And the only thing I think we had, if my memory serves me well, I thought we had a special academic situation that might have been possibly a little better than theirs. I don't know if he wanted to be an engineering major, and that's why. But his brother being there, and the fact that, from what I understand, he grew up going to Beaver baseball games, and he met him in the story somebody wrote about meeting him at the airport and so forth. I had that certainly at Cal State Fullerton with Bat Boys and Aaron Payne and guys that are growing up wanting to be a Beaver, and then all of a sudden Oregon starts a sport. And heck, let's face it, Oregon State is not a bad choice for a recruit. It's a good choice. So, but most of all, it was from the mother that did most of the communication, and Andrew. There was no line. He was straightforward, and unfortunately, we came in second. I think
he called you and let you know.
Yeah, he did.
On vacation?
Yeah, he did. And you know, sometimes coaches try to talk people out of it, and he just talked about the familiarity in his brother, and obviously in good hands with their coaching staff. And it was all, you know, when you lose, you don't like to lose, but it was fair and square. And it's always sad when you see a kid out of your own backyard go someplace else, but. And because there's not a slew of them here in Eugene. Coach Yeski's done a good job with him. You know, I liked him, but that's one thing, and his maturity and his development, and you know, going from not pitching in front of whatever there was here today, 4,000, when he's playing Legion ball and high school baseball, he looks like a seasoned veteran. But I think our left-hander does too. It was a cool deal seeing those two freshmen go toe-to-toe.
Bullpen's been a point of pride all season long. Obviously, not so much today, giving up 7 of the 9 runs. Do you make any changes, or how do you address that?
Well, if you notice, it wasn't Clevenger and Sherfy. Not that Darryl Hunter's been good for us and Christian Jones been good for us, and they weren't quite as good as they usually are. But let's give credit where credit's due. They had a good plan. They were picking some of our pitches, and we're aware of that. And, we got outplayed, outcoached, and outperformed. So nothing wrong with Darryl, and nothing wrong with Jones, nothing wrong with Priestley.
Coach, any updates on Brent Thomas?
He's day to day. I'm not going to talk about what's hurt on him. I think he's doubtful probably for tomorrow. I don't know, we'll have to check, but he's been nursing something for a while, and it finally got to a point where he couldn't go today.
He knew it was okay. He just wanted Meredith to have it.
Well, he's got that back deal, 9-0. It actually, when it escalated, was his last at bat at Ohio State on Saturday. So I thought it was a smart decision by Coach Waz, I guess, and I was part of that. That there's no such thing as a 10-run home run. So I thought it was a wise decision. Hopefully, he'll be good to go tomorrow.